Oh, I got it, thanks. Oh, that's going to go for 4. Yeah, I got it, thanks. It's okay, I can see here it's fine. That's okay. Well, welcome to Elipa, and we have the first Eliminator of today underway. I'm going to get rid of this. Okay, so time to crack open the coffee. And alongside me I have once again Sam Phillips from Barcelona International, who's got had a couple of injuries and struggling a bit this morning. Not sure how the celebrations went last night.
Well, not much to celebrate, but a couple of injuries. There's probably 9 injuries.
And but yeah, so Imran bowling. Mo's going to be facing now. He's been the best player for Barcelona, I'd say, over this weekend. As Imran facing probably the best bowler for Madrid. Well, best bowler without a doubt. So we've got the best against the best. And it's nicely pitched up. Just pushing forward, playing safe. Important not to lose too many wickets in this early period, especially with Imran bowling as well as he is. Probably best just to try and see him off and you have plenty more scoring opportunities off the other bowlers.
Well, that was the one thing we did manage to do yesterday in this game, where he did get wicket with his first ball, I think it was, and then that was it. 1 for 20 something.
Yeah,
I think we take that again.
Indeed. So Imran made the early breakthrough. Bowling
Got Tom out.
Tom, yeah, in the first over.
Yes, Tom promoted up the order. Perhaps slightly reluctant to open, but
What was the thinking behind that?
I think he's been coming in at sort of 8 or 9, and we wanted to give him that. You can whack a ball, but
Yeah,
today.
oh, very nice. Pushed off the back foot to mid-off, and they run through for a single. Sumon fields. Doesn't take it cleanly, but there's no chance of a second run.
So we're in a bit of a predicament today, because obviously having not won a game yesterday, we'd quite like to go home with a victory.
Yeah.
Trouble with winning this game is that then we're then forced to play another game, and I think there's a few bodies that are maybe a bit worse for wear.
Yeah, suffering after yesterday's intense cricket sessions. You played 3 games yesterday?
All three
yeah,
games
3
yesterday.
T20s in a day is quite a big ask.
Yes, I think that's what did for Jack.
Yeah. So another economical over from Imran. No wicket this time, but just 2 runs from it. And it looks like it's going to be Akshay. But yesterday he really struggled with his length, especially against Spain, and got punished for it. So we'll have had time overnight to think about that and see if he can find a better length today.
The ground's a lot drier this morning than it was yesterday, even though it did rain overnight.
Yeah, the mat's looking reasonably flat. Of course, the batters have had more opportunity now to get used to the bounce. Well, that one bounced a bit. Again, it's down the leg side. It's a wide, and again, Akshay looking for pace, just banging the ball in too short. Now, if you look at how Jamie Riley bowled yesterday, and he just pushed it up onto a length every ball, varied his pace a bit, but was probably the pick of the bowlers, apart from Imran. That was a better length. Oh, and that's a big appeal. The umpire doesn't want to have anything to do with that. So in the power play, we have 2 men outside. We've got a sweeper on the offside boundary, cover, well, square cover, and we have a third man. And again short, and that's short and wide. Is that going to be signal? No. It can't have been far away from a wide.
Yeah, you find that third man or fine leg is a very important position on this pitch. There's a very short boundary behind the wicket.
Yep, that's right.
So if you get a wide and then it goes for 4, that's 6 runs, and it's very punishing, isn't it?
It is. Yeah, we're concerned about people hitting the ball. Oh, nice. That's again short from Akshay, and that's pushed away. Outfield still a bit damp this morning. Imran's on it. He's going to throw it back in now. He's got a good throw. And Galley's backing up there. Takes it on the chest. And they've run 2.
Yeah, it's quite a long boundary straight then, isn't it?
That's right, and we're concerned about people hitting the ball out of the ground onto the R3, which just goes behind the. So that's another wide. So
no worries about that when we're batting.
Scoreboard ticking along. We were concerned about that in the tournament. We thought, with Spain coming here, then we might end up with the ball being hit over that white fence. So that it's probably back further than it's probably a good 70 metres or more, maybe 80 metres, and it's quite high up as well. So it would be a massive hit to do it, but that's the thinking behind it. And talking of massive hit, well, Marufa's got hold of this one. It's going to drop over the fielder. Sumon's after it, and he's just picked it up now, and he's got a good throw. That's going back into the keeper's end.
And 2 runs.
And 2 more runs, yeah. So with there's nobody outside the circle that's going to be able to catch that, so it's a reasonably safe shot.
You heard Kevin greeting his mother on the mic there. I imagine his mother's probably watching some other cricket game going on right now. Of course, this is where the main action is.
Indeed, yeah.
I don't know why you'd be watching that other game.
No, not even going to mention it. So Imran continuing. Oh, they're going for a quick single there. Little fumble there at point. Good running between the wickets.
We've gone at least 20 years without playing each other, and then suddenly 2 games in the space of 12 hours.
Yeah, like buses. Oh, and that's a big wicket. Imran doing the damage once again. He's worked up a good pace, pitched it up, looked like it hit the top of leg stump, and that's a big blow for Barcelona.
Yes, it is. It's one player this weekend that consistently got a few runs, not today.
Yeah.
That brings Skipper to the crease.
We'll be seeing bowl later on, no doubt.
I'm sure we will.
Been opening the bowling, yeah?
Yeah, well, I guess when you're skipper, you can back yourself at 3 or 4 and open the bowl. You can do what you want.
Can't argue with that. Okay, was bowling. Is he bowling off spin?
Not huge spin.
No, well, the ball doesn't really turn much on this wicket.
No.
I mean, we have got Patrick in the side today, who didn't play yesterday, and he's a left arm leg spinner. He does turn the ball a fair bit, but I'm not sure whether he's going to get anything out of this wicket. Then it's Imran to continue now to the new batter. Again, pushed up slightly short, goes back and just pushes it out to point. And there's no run. And Akshay was in there to field. In again up Oh, just on the leg stop. Wrist quite nicely turned around the corner. Down to fine leg. Can't quite see who it is down there. I think it might. Could that be Adam? It might be.
Have there been many changes from the team yesterday evening?
Well, let me see. There's Patrick and Adam that haven't played so far in the tournament. One or two others as well. Oh, very nice forward defensive and taking a quick single. Lance is in. He's pretty quick, but safely through. Yeah, so a couple of changes from Madrid. Just trying to give everyone a game. Now we have got about 40 players registered. Although some of them this year have come along a couple of times to nets and then not come back.
Yes.
But we're pretty strict about players being registered so that they're covered by insurance before they come along, which is hard. We'd rather not do that, but that was one of the problems caused by Brexit, is that we lost our UK insurer, and that was a much more generous insurance scheme that basically anyone that was signed up for the team was covered. But now they have to be registered a week in advance individually with Cricket España.
Something you don't want to have to use.
No, not at all. And of course the big concern with it's not so much with players getting injured, it's more about the damage you can do if a cricket ball goes through a window or does some serious damage or hurts somebody more than anything. Oh, and a very nice shot there. This one actually found a better length, pushed it up. John's on the boundary, cover boundary, just fields that, and there's an easy single.
Sun just starting to break through.
Yeah, it's we've been waiting all weekend to get a downpour, and it just hasn't appeared, fortunately.
Got a few spots of rain when we were in the field yesterday evening. Very strong wind.
That was, yeah, and there is forecast for more strong winds this morning. No sign of them yet, but there have been some gale warnings from Madrid.
I had to tighten the strap on my hat.
Yeah, I've got it.
Very first world problems.
Akshay up, bowling good length, and they're taking a quick single, yeah, and they jog through without any problem.
So you've excused yourself from playing again?
Yeah, well, there's other people that want a game that more agile than myself. I'm just happy to see that the tournament's progressing correctly and everything's in order. So Akshay bangs that one in short. Oh, and batter just couldn't time the shot. Wore it on the body instead.
I think almost still getting used to the pitch, sort of going back to that when actually maybe you still wanted to go forward despite how short it was.
Yeah.
But then I'm not sure I should be giving batting criticism, to be honest.
Yeah. So Akshay up again. That one's short and nicely just turned into the leg side. A good diving stop by Imran. But just forward a square. There's 2 balls left in the power play. And 26 for 2. Oh. Short ball again from Akshay. Didn't really get up, making it difficult to play that pull shot.
Yes, again, we're going back to something that's hit him knee height.
Yeah, you're better off playing off the back foot, a forcing shot a bit straighter. It's a kind of a safer shot to play rather than playing a cross bat shot. He went forward to that one, just pushed it out, and there's a short between mid-on and in cover there, just tidying up. So that's the power play over. I can't imagine there's going to be too many changes in the field. Madrid likely to keep wanting to keep it tight, stop the singles.
Yeah, the ball's not gone to the boundary too often, maybe once or twice.
Yep. In fact, there's been 2 fours in the innings so far, both of them from Maruf, who scored 13 off 18 balls. So it's Imran again to continue. Oh, and pushed up and nicely played out towards a wide mid-on, and they just run through for a single. And Lance does the fielding. Turned in for leg side, but no chance for a run. So Kumar's on 7 off 11 balls. So hasn't had much of the strike considering the time he's been out there. Oh, is it Razi? Is that Razi? Who's
on strike? Yes,
Yeah,
Umar's on strike. I think
yeah, Kumar.
our scoring is a little bit
Kumar's
behind.
on strike, yeah.
No, Umar Razi is on strike. Mahesh Kumar, the non-strikers.
Who's the 12th man, Luis?
Sorry?
12th man, who's the 12th man in the race?
Who's the 12th man? I'm not sure. It's not you, Anks? Is it you?
I don't know, that's why I'm asking.
Well, you better be ready just in case.
No, I just first 5 overs I was in the field, and then I switched to Kamal.
Oh, who came on? Was it?
Kamal.
Oh, Camil. Okay, yeah, he's down at fine leg. Okay, so that's the end of Imran's over, so that's him done. 4 overs. For not many runs, let's see.
It's 2 for 6 though.
Yep. Just the 6 runs, so pretty amazing economy there. Imran being the standout bowler today, as he was yesterday for Madrid. Oh, and we're going to see, for the first time in the tournament, Patrick coming on to bowl. It's a handy spinner, left arm. He regularly ties me in knots in the nets. So now we've got a few more out. We've got a sweeper either side on the boundary. And we've got a 2/3 back long on. Oh, full toss, that's a present. But Imran's out there on the boundary, so it'll just be a single. He's got a good arm.
Looked like it almost went through square legged hands though. Maybe just a bit above him, but
Right, you Sam, do you prefer to play spin or a quicker bowler? Or none of the above?
yeah, well given my, I think it was 5 balls faced yesterday, 1 run scored, 1 for 1 I think it was. Yes. And dropped once.
Well, it's a good length. Oh, it's nicely played, driven over mid-off. I know. Oh, they come back. Are they going to come back for 2? No.
Tired
Stopped
legs.
then, so Lance chased after that one and stopped any chance of a second.
I think I need slower bowlers. I need a bit more time to see it and react.
Oh, and nicely turned into the leg side to Kamal, who's fielding just behind square. Just a single there. Oh, that's in the air, but it's going to be safe. It's landing. We've got a chase on now between John and Sumon. John's got there first. And their throw's coming in, but comfortably take 2. With a slog sweep.
Keanu on YouTube has asked how big is the boundary? Maybe
Okay,
square,
so
he's
it's
asking.
about 50 metres. Although because it's rectangular, and that ball was short pitched. Sumon has a chase on. He's going to stop it, pull up inside the boundary, and he's got a good arm. It comes straight back into the bowler's end, so stops the 2. It's about 50 metres either side, and then straight. Well, it's going to be longer. It's probably about 60 metres. Maybe from where the batter is, it might even be 70 metres. And then it's probably only about 30 metres, probably about 30 metres behind the stumps to the boundary. But if you put it smack in the middle and measured, it's probably about 50 metres, so it's pretty short boundaries. You could make it, if necessary, we could set the boundary back further and have the boundary at the wall, which was my original idea, but people seem to like having this green line delimiting the boundary, so...
We do exactly the same on our baseball ground in Barcelona. Use this. I don't know what the line is for in baseball, but...
No, exactly, because
whatever
it's
this
not...
limit is.
You don't have a boundary as such, do you? It's either out of the stadium.
What's the total?
So yeah,
33 for
total
2.
33 for 2.
33
Off break.
for 3.
33 for 2 off 8 overs, so going along at 4 and over. But yeah, it's probably time now with the change of bowler, Galley coming on. He's going to be bowling his off spin, coming around the wicket, so less chance of getting LBW. But he has been bowling well since he's recently switched from bowling medium pace to off spin, and has been quite effective.
Yes, Uma definitely tired this morning.
Oh, and the camera's just gone book. Yeah, a few tired legs out there. And of course Barcelona not been able to count on having as many extra players as... Oh, dropped! Oh, that's unlucky. Well, it was lucky for Barcelona. Lance, I would have put money on him to hold that, but it went down, unfortunately, for Madrid.
Yeah.
So a bit of an escape there.
No run either.
Oh, a big swing and a miss, but it's gone straight through the keeper. Kamal's after it. Is he going to... No, it's a short boundary. It races away for 4.
Yeah, 4 byes.
Yeah. So those 4 runs, much needed runs really for Barcelona at this point. So it'll be interesting to see who the next change bowler is for Madrid. That was John fielding on the boundary, and so far the balls that are going out to the boundary seem to be picking out the fielders. So Lance is dropping back deeper at mid-off. So we've got mid-off and mid-on about 2/3 back, maybe a bit more.
Yeah, happy to give away the single.
Yep. and Patrick also pushing back there at mid-wicket, so he's outside the. No, he might be just inside the circle for when the ball's bowled.
Yeah, so giving away the single. There's not many twos being run. So.
No. Oh, and he's gone down the wicket and a bit of a slog across the line, trying to push the score on, but it doesn't make contact. And seems to hurt himself there.
That's all we need, isn't it?
Not quite sure what happened, but yeah, missed the ball. And he's calling for something. Maybe a cup of tea or something.
Maybe a lie down, a massage, pill of some sort.
Yep.
I'm getting a bottle of water by the looks of it.
Somebody's running on with something. The magic sponge.
Words of encouragement, perhaps. Hit it harder, hit it further. It says I'm next in. I hope that's not true.
Yeah, you're not looking quite ready, Sam, to go in, unless you're going to bat without pads on. Maybe you've got a box on. That would be the most important thing to wear.
Not even got that.
So I'm not quite sure how the software knew that there was a break in play and it could put up the score. Anyway, so it's Galley to continue. Nicely flipped into the leg side, and there's just going to be a single with in round fields. And gets the ball back in with a pretty accurate throw to the keeper.
I think that was Nadeem, our tech guy, wandering around with his phone, putting graphics up for us.
Oh, okay. Ah, cool. Where's Nadeem gone? Must be down there somewhere.
Could have wandered down there.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe he can even switch camera with his phone so that after the ball's been hit, then we could switch to the wide angle. I don't know if the wide angle one's actually running.
Yeah, I don't think that camera's on today.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Camera's tired as well.
I was just thinking, working in the software industry, and enjoying having the camera set up here. That could you come up with an algorithm that will automatically switch cameras for you?
Not with our budget, I don't think. I think there will be cameras out there that can ball trap, but
oh, that was a full toss from Patrick. Driven straight down the ground, but it's just going straight to Sumon, who stops it with his foot. The purists won't be happy with that.
No, very lazy.
Couldn't be bothered bending down for that, but he did stop it. And,
sure, there'll be some teams fining him for that.
Yes, I've seen that down at Alphas. He'd be in trouble. So Patrick hasn't really been troubling the batters up until now. Let's see what he can do. Oh, and another full toss. And that's just swept round to John, who's fielding on the boundary down at square leg, and just be a single.
Yes, well, it might have been two.
Yeah, I'm sure that if you're looking at how Spain ran between the wickets yesterday, then that would have been two for them.
I think even maybe our first game yesterday morning, it might have been two.
Yeah, they weren't even looking for it. 42 on the board. Oh, and that one's gone straight past the keeper. It's a bye. Yep, that's going to be 4 byes. It's really worth having your fine leg or your third man really, really fine to cut those off. Because so far, even from the slow bowler, the spin bowler Patrick, once it's past the keeper, it races away down the hill, and it's pretty much a 4 every time.
Oh, yeah, yesterday I ended up just completely getting rid of the fine leg, because unless it was straight at him, it's very difficult to stop it.
Yeah. So Patrick with left arm over the wicket. Another full toss. He's kind of over pitching, and this one's going to go for 4. Lance is after it. It's a sprint on, but no, it's going to cross the boundary. So that's the first 4 we've had for a while. Very nice shot. Full toss,
50
just
up.
Stroked into the offside. And that's a proper cricket shot that we like to see. Yep, and I haven't noticed. So yeah, there was a dot ball there. I just was distracted talking to the president there for a sec. Oh, and that's really short. Oh, and this time he does get. Oh, great bit of fielding though from Campo. Oh, this could be a chance of a run out. Oh. Yeah, Campo ran to his left, picked up two-handed, and quickly got the ball into the keeper. But some decent running between the wickets there to complete the single.
I'm going to say it looked a bit lazy, the running from Uma there, sort of grounding his bat like that. But got to the halfway stage and only 51 on the board.
Yeah, be looking to push on from there. Got plenty of wickets in hand, but you know, as we've seen both from Madrid and Barcelona, that once your first 5 or 6 are down, then the run rate does tend to slow up. So you know, just those wickets in hand don't necessarily translate into more runs if you're hitting out.
I've also only got 10 players this morning, so we can say we're effectively 3 down.
Correct, yeah. Oh, and I can always hang up the mic and I'll put some kit on and going for you.
Is that how I persuade you to play this weekend? You can play for us.
Yeah.
Got some spare
I
kit
don't
if you
mind.
want.
Oh, flicked away. Oh, that landed just short of Kamal there at backward square. It's kind of flicked in the air, and Camel looked like it's one of those ones where shall I go dive forward and try and take it, or shall I go back and wait for it to bounce? And in the end it didn't do either, and it went past him. But Akshay was backing him up. Oh, and that's short. Oh, I was expecting that to be put away. As it is, it's running down. Camel's got a chase on, but again, it's gone for 4. You know, it goes past the keeper there. You know, having somebody almost directly behind would have stopped that. I don't know, was that a bye, or did that come off the bat?
4 byes, yes.
4 byes again, yeah.
You know, tricky batting on the switch, tricky keeping as well.
Yeah, I guess so, with that uneven bounce. Well, it's not really that uneven, it's just a low bounce. Well, that one's pitched up and driven into the covers, and a sliding stop there. And Adam there, Australian Adam, doing a smart bit of fielding at cover. Good length, but that's in the slot, and he comes running across. Patrick does a great bit of fielding on taking it after one bounce and getting it back in, and good to see Lance backing up there. So yeah, that was cleanly hit in the air, but safe, and Patrick smartly came across to stop that ball going for 4.
Stopped it coming to hit us as well.
Yeah, we are in the zone for the right-hander. And again, that's a good length ball. Oh, I thought spoon towards Camel there at like a fly slip almost. But I thought he might go for the dive forward, the spectacular dive forward. But no, he just waited for the ball to bounce to stop it. Scally in. Oh, it's up in the air. This should be caught. Adams under it, and he takes the catch. Very safe pair of hands. So. Well, Barcelona had to try and force the pace and pay the price. It's the last ball of that over. I'm sure Gally will be pleased that Adams taking the catch to give him the wicket. And who do we have coming in now? Oh,
yeah, you're going to have to tell me about this player. This is one we've borrowed from you today.
Okay. This is Juan, yeah. So this is there's been a bit of dealing in the transfer market, and so this is actually some clubs, when you loan a player to another team, you don't let them play against the original team. But so yeah, Juan is on loan. Juan from Venezuela. And he should be at home on this pitch because he's basically a baseball player, and he's taken to cricket this year. I think he's done a pretty decent job. So he's managed to get a few runs in the games he's played so far. But
Want to see what you can do for us.
Let's see.
He said he was happy about our shirt because it's Venezuelan colours.
Oh, okay. Well, let's see if that can inspire him.
So there would be many people in Madrid happy to wear Barcelona colours, but he's one of them.
Yeah. So, do you speak Spanish, Sam?
I do.
Ok, pues vamos a cambiar a español. Mientras, si tenemos alguien bateando que es su primer idioma es el español, como es el caso de Juan, pues cambiamos también. Oh.
Quizás un poco de hindi para Mahesh también. O
Sí,
sueco, que vive allí.
Patrick lanza. Oh, y un buen golpe, eso va a ser 4. Que lo ha levantado encima de Gali, que está en la zona mid-wicket. Y Adam viene a recoger la pelota, pero ya 4 carreras.
Y va bien Mahesh.
Sí, ya tiene 23 de 28. Es justo lo que necesita Barcelona en este momento.
No, será importante que quede.
Y realmente Juan aquí debería estar buscando los singles y dejando batear más a su compañero.
Sí, la rotación será importante.
Sí. Sí, entonces ya hay un par de cambios. Ya tenemos 3 en el borde del campo, en el leg side. Tenemos Adam, Campo y ¿quién están? Creo que Giants, que están cubriendo el borde del campo en el lado leg side. Vale. Aquí viene Patrick otra vez. Van a correr. Uy. Creo que si la pelota hubiera dado directamente a los palos podría tener problemas, pero ha llegado bien.
Sí, y lo que no queremos es que se elimina a Juan sin haber bateado ni
El pobre, sí, que estaba a punto, ¿eh? ¿Y qué tal el catalán, Sam?
Pues también lo hablo.
Yo no digo más a un sisplau y poco más. Uy.
¿Sabes qué es?
Pues,
Cuando estás en Cataluña hay la gente que sí, que se agradecen estas cosas. Un buen día,
Claro.
sisplau.
Sí.
Sobre todo si eres extranjero y estás haciendo un esfuerzo que
Sí.
la mayoría no hacen.
Ajá. Y Juan le está costando encontrar el golpe con Patrick. La verdad es que él ha jugado contra Patrick en las redes de práctica varias veces y me cuesta también.
Pues fue bateador, él, de béisbol.
Sí, sí,
Es un técnico diferente.
eso es.
Como bote la pelota.
Sí, para eso yo creo que a lo mejor debería haber ido hacia atrás, pero no estaba moviendo los pies. Que claro, un bateador de béisbol pues no mueve los pies nunca. Pero es fundamental en el cricket.
Ahora por eso solo lleva unos meses jugando.
Es complicado.
Sí. Me imagino que será el primero venezolano de jugar en nuestro equipo.
Sí.
Uy.
He's out. Se ha eliminado.
Sí.
Vaya, pues empezó Juan, pensaba que había uno, pero pero no había. Y creo que correctamente lo ha enviado a volver a su sitio, pero no llegó.
No, tenía que ser la decisión de Mahesh y sí.
Que hay una falta de comunicación ahí entre los dos bateadores y quizás una falta de experiencia por parte de Juan, que
Bueno, así se aprende.
sí. ¿Y quién entra ahora?
Pues me parece que es Basant, así que tenemos los dos de Stockholm juntos.
Ajá, muy bien.
Y ahora sí que deberíamos hablar en sueco.
Cambiar la cámara. Tenemos las dos cámaras operativas ahora. Galileo. Bueno, vamos a volver a hablar en inglés entonces, como ya no tenemos un bateador que habla castellano, pues ya vamos a inglés. Okay, so that was that went for 4, yeah. So anything behind the wicket just runs away very quickly.
No, it looks like phone for a second. I didn't see where that went. But I did hear a call for no ball.
Okay, okay. Let's see what the
Another stop with the feet.
Yep, so there's Joe fielding down there towards the green hut in the corner.
You've got baseball players, you've got football players.
Yeah, can we find any cricketers?
Yes.
So it's Galley continuing his spell. Oh, and that ball popped up off a length. The batter didn't really move back or forward to that. But there's no danger in the end. Oh, so the previous ball that was a no ball and went for 4, that was actually 6, of course. Oh, and there's no ball. That's gone right off the mat. So of course it's a wide if it's a wide on the mat, but if it goes off the mat, then it's a no ball. Unless it clips the edge and then runs away, in which case it's a dead ball.
So it doesn't make a huge difference.
Oh, big appeal from Galley. Not quite sure what for.
Yeah, it's a
But
bit
he
high, that.
hasn't appealed for a while, so just wanted to get that off his chest.
Because yes, often you play no balls with 3 hits, but we're only doing that for fun foot. No balls,
Yeah,
aren't we?
yeah.
So
But in the T10, I think down in Cartama, it was any no ball was a free hit.
Which is what we play in Catalonia.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not playing that rule here. Makes it quite entertaining. So it's Patrick continuing with a spin attack. Oh, and that's gone straight through. Is that going to run away again for another 4? Joe's after it. Oh, a bit of footwork. Oh, and I think he just kicks it across the boundary in the air. Well, there you go. I think that's a 4 to Joe.
It should be on the extras somewhere. I don't think that should go on the bowlers. That should be buys or
Yeah.
fielding buys, something like that we should call it.
So yeah, 4 byes off the first ball of that over. And this will be the last over for Patrick. He's gone for 18 so far. Oh, he carefully watches that. Oh, Joe's having a throw at the stumps, but he'd have had to have knocked those down. And even then, I don't know if there'd have been a run out. So he managed to get through for a single. From this angle, it looked like it was a dodgy decision at the beginning, but maybe Joe's a bit further back than it looks here from the camera. So a slight change in the field. Galley's coming over to shorten the wicket. Oh, and that's popped up, and that's an
Ooh.
easy catch. Oh dear, that was really catching practice. The ball just was a little bit shorter than the batter expected. He just pushed forward to it, but it wasn't either a drive or a defensive. You know, if you're going to defend, maybe a deader bat would have stopped that popping up. Yeah, and he just spooned a catch to John. He'll be very pleased to hang on to that. And this, I reckon that's Kevin.
Yes, it brings Kevin to the crease.
So still plenty of overs left.
Yeah, it's running out of wickets though.
Yeah.
Again, it's got to the point where I'm going to have to disappear.
Yeah. Going to have to lose my co-commentator.
Another comment from Keanu asking if 120 to 130 would be enough, but I don't. Not even sure we'll get there, let alone will it be enough. But you know, yesterday's game, at least the first 10 overs, everything seemed to go against us. Anything that could go wrong went wrong.
Yeah.
Few drop catches, inside edges, things just missing the stumps. And we didn't put many on the board to defend, but
No, really, you know, 100 is not really enough.
no.
Oh, that's gone aerial. Adams under it, and he takes a very safe pair of hands.
Very safe.
Okay, well, Sam, you go and get padded up.
Yep, let's see you in the middle.
And if you can find someone else to commentate, I'll be happy to come and bat number 11 for you. So 6 wickets down, which is really more like 7 wickets down, because Barcelona are a player short today after a couple of injuries. And so that ball was out middle pretty well, but it was straight up in the air, and that's Adam's second catch, looking very, very safe there. Technically very correct, both in his batting and his fielding. Getting both hands under that. So projected score of 112. They're going to have to go some to get that. So it looks like Shane has come to the crease.
You already changed it.
Yeah. So Barcelona really need something special in these last few overs to be able to push this score along to something that's defendable. And Kumar's the person most likely to do that. Oh, I think there might have been an edge on that. It sounded like there was some noise, and from the reaction of the Madrid players, that looked like that was a chance. So Shane just pushing that one out into the leg side. Galley's straight in to pick up. So it's equivalent to 7 down, 8 and 9. So there's only one more. Is it one more to come in? Or 2. I can see another one padded up. No, there's 2 more to come in. So it's going to be Galileo continuing with the off-spin attack. And a good length ball, very nicely played. Kumar looking very comfortable. 26 off 34, strike rate of 76. And he really needs to stay there, play out the rest of these overs to get any sort of total on the board. Again, that's very well bowled and well played, well defended, pushed out into the leg side, Patrick fielding. So Galley's up to the crease again, bowls, push that one through much quicker, and again defended. Kept that one out well. Patrick again was the fielder. Getting through the over pretty quick here. And that one's just paddled around the corner, and that'll be Akshay. Oh, they're not taking a run though. I think there would have been one there, but Shane wasn't really backing up the non-striker's end. Wasn't interested. So this will be Galley's last over. Had the 2 spinners through the central part of this innings. Oh, and that's a bit of a slog down to cow corner, but it's straight to Kamal. It was aerial for a while, but no danger there of any sort of catch, and they just take a single. That brings Shane on strike. There's just the 1 ball left of this over, and just a single off it so far. Oh, fired that one in. Oh, very nicely played, but no run. Straight to Sumon at mid-off. He's just on the edge of the circle. And it's going to be, we're going to carry on with spin with Angapan. Going to be bowling now. So Anks is a qualified umpire as well, so he's been doing some umpiring during this tournament. And we've got Victor, of course, Victor Medina, who's also an umpire behind the stumps. So we've got plenty of umpires on the field of play. Bowling this leg spin. Oh, and a late cut. Going to be runs here. It's going down to backward point towards the boundary, and they're coming back for a second. And Lance has run round there to do the fielding, and in comes a throw. And yeah, no problem. Very nice looking shot from Kumar. So Anks again bowling. Oh, just gets a bottom edge on this. Run down, it's a chance of 4. But no, Akshay's, again with a bit of footwork, stops the ball inside the boundary. Lobs it back, and Victor behind the stumps also does a bit of footwork to stop that. So it's like nobody really wants to bend down and use the hands. Okay, thanks again. Shane watching that one very carefully and just letting it bounce, and then playing it out to John, who's fielding at short cover. Again, that one's short, nicely played, just pushed out towards Lance, who's on the boundary, and they'll take a single. Oh, that's a big full toss. Is that a no ball? No ball given. And that's just smacked down the ground for a single to Sumon. So again, half volley, very nicely flicked away. That could be 4. We've got a chase around here. Oh no, Camel's managed to pull that up inside the boundary. And oh no, it's Patrick, and a very good throw back into the keeper. But that was a lovely looking shot. Just flicked it away back into square. That's the end of the over. 7 runs for it. I think Barcelona will be pleased with that. No wickets down and 7 off the over. And we have 4 to go. First target for Barcelona will be to get past that 100 mark. Oh, we've got Kamal. So we're going to keep going with spin. So Kamal, the young Napoli player, one of many nationalities that we have again in the Madrid CC team. At least said Real Madrid team there. And that's short and pulled away. And there's Patrick's out there though, so it's not going to be 4. And he's going to take a single. So with three fielders deep on the leg side, really has to be connected well to pierce the boundary, get to the boundary. And that was down the leg side. No run. Oh, that's a big full toss. Not giving us a no ball. So there's no run there. Kamal again up, bowls. Oh, nicely cut away. There'll be a single for Shane. And Joe picks up. Can you like to join me for co-commentary?
Don't put me on the spot.
No, it's okay. Okay, well that's short and smacked away, but I think Patrick's going to field it. Oh yeah, two-handed pickup. Very nice, very technically correct, and a lovely throw into the keeper as well. It's a good all-round cricketer, Patrick. Hopefully we'll be seeing him bat later on, left-handed. Very good bat.
I'm looking forward to seeing him bat. I've only ever seen him bowl.
Oh, okay. Oh, there's going to be overthrows here. Nobody backing up. Madrid should be awake for that. You know, it's your job to as much to back up as it is to field when you're on the field of play. So they just nick a single off the last ball and 4 off the over. They'd have been hoping for more. And there was some pretty nice shots that came out to the boundary, but only managed to pick out the fielders. So let me see, it's going to be Yanks bowling his leg spin. It's going to carry on. So he went for 7 in the previous over. Let's see what happens in this one. So it's Shane on strike. Full toss. Oh, it's waited for it to turn it into a half volley. Could have moved the feet really. You know, when you see that ball coming looping through, it'd be nice to see the batter getting to the pitch of it and playing it straight. There's a nice gap, both mid-off and mid-on, 2/3 back, but there is a gap between them if you can lift it over the bowler's head. Okay, this one's short and it's smacked away. This could go for 4. Sumon's after it. Is he going to? Oh no! Tries a bit of footwork, misses the ball, and that's 4 runs. Very nice stroke. Just pitched a bit short from Anks, and Kumaru's seeing everything very well. Rocked back and cracked it through the extra cover for 4. So Anks, the wind's just picking up here. Again, that's short, cracked away, but Lance will pull this one up inside the boundary and gets the ball back in. There's only a single there. So 6 runs coming from the first 3 balls of this over. 95 with Shane on strike. Again, it's a bit over pitched. Oh, it's gone aerial. There's a man under it, and Sumon takes the catch. Oh, didn't really need to do that. You've got to get through these last few overs. Went for the big hit, but picked out the fielder that was 2/3 back, and Sumon there's got a safe pair of hands. And probably the two safest pair of hands are at mid-on and mid-off, Adam and Sumon, and yeah, comfortably took that catch. So 7 wickets down. Let's see who's coming to the crease now, and it's James Smith. So Shane scored 6 off of 12 balls. That was a strike rate of 50, whereas Kumar Mahesh is on 38 off 46, a strike rate of 82. So he's been the key player in this innings, and really the onus is on him to try and finish, get through to the end, try and not lose his wicket and keep the scoreboard ticking over. Okay, so let's see what Hanks can do here. Let's see what James can do. Oh, just defended that one. Yeah, his role here should really be to just try and give as much strike as possible to Kumar and not lose his wicket. Oh, he had a bit of a swing across the line there. Missed completely. Instructions really should be not to do that. In fact, he's getting some instructions now from the boundary. I think they're telling him don't do that. So that's the end of the over, so Kumar will now be on strike, and it's going to be Kamal to continue. The sun's just starting to poke through, so I'm going to pop my hat back on. Three overs to go, and that one's pitched right up, just nicely played, just lent into it, and it's gone out to square cover, and Lance puts that ball back in. So James Smith facing. Oh, and he plays that nicely. Half volley, plays it square to Lance, who picks up, and there's no chance of a run. So the fielders come in on the offside, trying to keep this player on strike. Oh no, there's no run there. It's gone straight to. So there's been smart captaincy there, bringing in the offside field to try and keep the new batter on strike. Oh, and that was a good ball. Went straight through the batter. Kamal again. Oh, and a very smart catch from John there at short cover. Didn't get over the top of it. Again, you know, the batter really shouldn't be. He's just got to look to play the single and give Kumar the strike. There's great danger here that Kumar's going to end up not out. With now only Sam to bat. So it's last man in now for Barcelona International. With just 13 balls left. Let's see if they can use them up. In the match yesterday there was still 1 over left. They were all out after 19 overs. And so 4 more runs needed to get past the 100. So there's Sam's, he was halfway on, then he's gone back to get another bat, but now he's coming onto the field of play. He's winding up his arms, flailing the bat around as he walks out. To be fair, Kamal is quite a tricky bowler. Faced him quite a few times in the nets, and he's got variation. He'll spin the ball both ways, and he'll also vary his pace as well. So he's coming over the wicket. Yeah, coming over the wicket to the left-hander. and that was well left. I think that was the correct thing to do. So at the start of the new over, Kumar's on strike with 2 overs to go. And so it's going to be Anks to bowl again by the looks of things. Or is it? No, Anks he went over to bowl, but he's now disappeared off, and it's going to be Akshay. So it's the left arm medium quick bowler from Madrid, and he's got his pretty defensive field. He's got 3 out deep, mid off, mid on, and cover. And there's also a third man on the boundary and a fine leg as well. So the field is pretty well spread. Oh, and a square leg as well. So a very defensive boundary for the penultimate over. Although we've got Adam coming in now. So yeah, so mid on. So there's and there's still field changes going on. Yep. So Galileo's gone over to the offside, gone to, looks like point or backward point, and in comes Akshay, tempting cow corner. There's nobody deep here, and that's where it's gone. There we go. So they push those fielders in, leaving a tempting gap over the top of their heads on the onside, and that's exactly where the ball went. So well done Kumar, he smacked that ball, and now the field's changing, and Kamal's gone deeper into that position where that ball would have landed had he been there before. So he's really got an offside field. Yeah, but let's see where he goes again. Oh, that's well played. It's a decent ball, just on the leg stump, and Patrick's running there to stop any chance of 2. But it was a nice looking shot, just turned off his legs down to square leg. So the field's changing now for the left-hander, of course. And yeah, so we've got covers still on the boundary. I would say this is more chance of this going leg side, but he'll be looking for a single. Oh, clean bowled, took a swipe, a bit unnecessary. You know, I'd have thought you should really try and just push that out and look for the quick single, and so we end up with Kumar not out, and Barcelona's total is 101. Well, they got past the 100 mark, but that, looking at yesterday's game, doesn't really look like that's going to be enough. They're going to have to bowl extremely well to have a chance of winning this game. So I'm going to hang up the mic for now, and I'll be back shortly for the Madrid innings.
Not now because when match starts,
Yeah.
it's already gone.
Look, if we didn't like what you were doing and we didn't think you was good, we wouldn't be giving you €200 a month.
Okay, we're back underway. That was second ball of Sam Phillips' first over. And so, can Madrid Cricket Club knock off these runs? Oh, and that's a lovely shot. That could go for 4. Yep, it's running down here to mid-wicket boundary. And yeah, that was just lent into that, didn't put much effort into it. It was a full-length ball and pushed away for 4. So Galileo looking for the quick single there. Oh, chance of an overthrow? No, there's backing up. That went out to Juan there, who's fielding at cover. So that brings the President John on to strike. In comes Sam Phillips. Oh, the slower ball. Oh, I guess that was going down leg. But not a very nice looking shot there, trying to scoop it onto the leg side. So last ball of this first over. That's short and John goes back, pushes it. There's going to be a single. Mid-on's quite deep. And yep, a run through there, which means John will keep the strike for the second over. And a tired looking Sam there completes the over. That's 6 off it. So they're up with the run rate right from the start. So time to open the flask and a cup of coffee. So John is famous for, he's on strike now, famous for either getting a 6 and out, and here he goes, straight up in the air, and the keeper's under it, and that's gone. So, well, it wasn't 6, it was either going to be 6 or out, and it was out. And yep, well, the president will be disappointed with that, but he's staying true to his style, which is you attack everything. And let me see who's coming in now. Looks like it's Adam. So Adam's a very different style of batter. So Umar Razi makes the breakthrough. And so well done to the captain. There's a wicket off his first ball. You can't get it better start than that. So Madrid will be favourites to knock these off, but no, they still got to bat, still got to score the runs. So yep, mid-on's come in now to stop that single. So Adam just pushed that first ball out, and this one he's using his feet. Oh, and beautiful shot. You know, we're in the power play. There's nobody deep mid-off or mid-on, and Adam there showing us how you dance down the wicket, just to plop that over the fielders, over the inner ring, and that runs down to the boundary for 4. Adam is a really one of the, probably the technically best batter in the Madrid team, and we have got to the pitch of the ball very nicely. And I expect him to repeat that shot. No, in fact, looking at the players that are deep, we've got a deep square leg. It's deep mid wicket really, and I would swap him for somebody straight. Now that's played off the back foot into the covers, but there's no run, with Juan doing the fielding. Comes Razzie. Oh, that's pitched up, very nicely hit. That's straight down the ground for 4. Effortless shot. Initially didn't look like he'd hit it that cleanly, but it just raced away to the boundary. Adam showing with those 2-4s, what a good batter he is. And with Umar Rezi giving the ball so much air, we could really do with having somebody straight on the boundary, and in fact that's what they're doing. Well, he's 2/3 back, the mid-off, and that's short this time, and it's lifted, but this time it's gone over mid-on's head, and that's run down to the boundary for 4. So that's the 3rd 4 for Adam in this over. And really bowling like that, you've got to be looking at mid-on and mid-off back, and everyone else up in the circle. So a very comfortable start, despite losing the wicket. 18 runs off the first 2 overs. Madrid well on their way to this total of 102 needed for victory. And it's going to be Sam, who was here co-commenting earlier on. Right arm pace, sorry. And again, that's full toss. Well, half volley actually, and it's clipped away towards the boundary. The fielder's dived, stopped the ball going over the boundary, and comfortably run through for 2. Then comes Sam again. Oh, and that's a big full toss, and that got the treatment it deserved. It's lifted over the inner rings fielder and bounces a couple of times and then hits the wall for 4. So there's going to be a field change here. The mid wicket is going squarer and deeper, so it's about 4 metres in from the boundary, pretty much where that ball landed. And Sam in again. Another full toss, and that's coming out to the same fielder, but the fielder is now in the right place to stop that, and there'll just be a single. Juan back in the throw up there nicely. So Sam's in up to the crease, bowls short. Oh, just defended this time. I'm watching that carefully onto the bat, getting his head right over it and just pushing it into the offside. So Sam again up to, and that's a half volley, and Adam loves that and pushes that through wide mid-off, and that goes to the boundary for 4. And there was a man out there, but sticks out of hand, but it was never really looked like it was going to stop that. So Adam's looking very comfortable playing these straight drives. You know, anything around a half volley, full toss, is going to go straight back down the ground. And that one's shorter and just turned away to leg, but that could go for 4 as well. It's running down towards the boundary. It's a short boundary on that side. The fielder's catching up with it, but it's gone. I think that's gone, yeah, for 4. So Adam looking very comfortably, turning that off his legs. And another 4, that's pretty expensive over that, 12, 13, 15 runs coming from it. Wow. So I'm joined with Campo, one of our young up-and-coming stars, has come to sit next to me here on the commentary. What number are you batting, Campo?
Number 8.
Number 8?
Yeah.
But you're padded up already though.
Yeah.
You're ready to go in if called on.
Yeah.
So Campo, who was bowling earlier, took some wickets and looked in control. Can't say the same about this the bowling attack now. So that was pitched up half volley and just played out into the covers, and Juan tidied up nicely, no run. So Umar Razi comes into bowl. And that's a shorter ball, but just Galley rocks back, plays it into point, and there's no run. So 2 dot balls to start with. This one's shorter. Oh, and that's smacked away. We've got Maruf here, who's a pretty quick fielder. Oh, but he's fumbled it, so they're going to come back for a second. Uncharacteristic fielding error there from Maruf. Maybe he's looking a bit tired after having played 3 games yesterday, and then he was heavily involved in all of those games, scoring a lot of runs, running around a lot in the field, and bowling as well. Oh, and that's a good ball. It's gone straight through though. And that's going to run down to the boundary for 4. Beat the batter, beat the wicket keeper, beat everyone. It's a lucky escape there for Madrid. But yeah, the scoreboard's ticking along quickly. So we're only in the 4th over, and Madrid are going along at pretty much 10 runs and over. That's a good length ball. Galley goes back to it and just plays it square, and there's no run. And the shot to bowl again. Oh, and he's gone high. That could be out. Oh, and he's dropped it. Oh. So Maruf here at mid-on the edge of the circle. Looked like he could have done with going a bit further forward. So he was really reaching for it at the last minute. It did carry to him, but he wasn't in a comfortable position to take the catch and spilled it. No, we always tell the juniors that get in position, get into a stable position to take the catch if you can. Not always the case. But yeah, he's a tired looking Maruf there. And there's going to be a bowling change. And this looks like Tom. Yep. Tom Coulthard, who opened the batting, not very successfully. Normally bats further down the order, but fancied his chances further up today, but run to Imran. So he comes up to bowl. Let's see what he can do. Oh, it kicks off with a wide. This is loosener. Normally let off your bowler if the first one doesn't go where you're expecting it. We've got Adam on strike. And that's short and swung away. That's going to be 4 runs. Very nice, very comfortable looking pull shot there from Adam. Just swung it away, and it very quickly went to the leg side boundary. So Adam letting the bowlers know that if you pitch it on a half volley, I'm going to put it straight down the ground, and if it's short, I'm going to dispatch it as well. So that length is critical. And that's short again, and that's whipped away, and that was a repeat of the last ball, and with a repeat result as well. So Adam not taking any prisoners here. And of course we're still in the power play. We've still got 1.5 overs to go. So the field's being shuffled around to try and stop that happening again. Now that's going to be 4 more. This time it's short outside the off stump and a very nice late cut, and that races through the backward point area to the boundary. So that's 3 fours in a row for Adam. So anyone who thought he's a classic batter that is better suited to playing the 40 over game, which is where he's always excelled, well, he can adapt himself and punish anything that's not on length here in T20 cricket as well. So let's see if Tom can find his length. Comes up to bowl. And that's short again, and that's pummeled away again through the offside. And that's 4 fours in a row. All of them along the ground, no chance of a wicket. And really beautiful batting from Adam. So now 57 for 1. Adam 36 off 13. It's an extremely high run rate, scoring rate. And again, this time it's pushed up, and that's going to be 4 more. Beautiful cover drive. So over pitch this time. Tom really struggling to find his length, and either over pitching or pitching short. And the ball, that's 5 fours in a row being dispatched to the boundary. So massive over for Madrid, that 22 from it. And if this keeps going, the game's going to be over very quickly. Meanwhile, the wind's started to blow here. It's getting a bit chilly. There is forecast for rain later. Clouds are thickening as they race across the sky. Now let's see how far we can get through the day before we have to come off. Hopefully not at all. There was forecast for rain all day yesterday, and it didn't really appear. But I'm not sure if we're going to get lucky 2 days running. Okay, so we've got a bowling change. So I'm just waiting for the scoreboard to show us who's coming on to bowl now. Oh, and that's looped up, and that's smacked away, but there's going to be no run. That's cleanly fielded by Madrid for mid-on, on the edge of the circle. And yeah, the ball, on the edge of the circle, you'd normally expect somebody to get a run, but if it goes hard and fast straight to them, then it's not always the case. And again, that's looped up, and Galley's going to punish this. Oh, that was a chance. Just backward square. I think he got both hands to that. It was a very difficult chance, very low. Couldn't hang on to it, but there's no run. So here we go again, very slow, and this time it's going to go for 4. I think that was very cleanly hit. And there is a fielder on the boundary forward of square, but couldn't stop that. That raced away to the boundary. So after a couple of dot balls, the 4s have returned, but this time from Galileo. I think it's going to be another looping one. Oh, that's again short, and that's going to get the punishment, but this time it's straight to the fielder, so just be a single. And good fielding there. So it's Shane, of course, tall Shane, who, I think that was Shane that got the wicket of John, the president, yesterday, in a little bit of controversy. And again, it's really slow, and that bounces. It looked like it bounced twice before it got to the crease, but either way, the umpire hasn't signalled anything, and they haven't taken a run. So Adam on strike. He's on 40 off of 15. And he's using his feet, coming down, puts it over the top of the fielders, and that's running away to extra cover boundary for 4. Another lovely shot. Went aerial this time, but as long as you clear the inner fielders, then there's no problem. So I think this is the fastest I've ever seen Adam scoring. So that 9 off the over. Madrid on to 70 with the end of the power play, and I think we're going to see the fielding side spreading a bit as Maruf is going to come on to bowl. Well, he bowled pretty well yesterday. I'm surprised he hasn't come on a bit earlier. Samarov comes into Galileo. Oh, and that's short. Rocks back, plays it out to mid-off. And Juan is there to field. Oh, we've lost the image for a sec. Let me see. No. Wait. So we lost the image. Meanwhile, the ball's being played out square and there's run through for a quick single.
No.
So it's Maruf into Adam. Up to the crease, bowls. Oh, we've got the pictures back. Oh, and a very late cut. Oh, and that's just beaten the fielder and runs away for 4. Diving stop, attempted stop there at third man, but Adam clocks up yet another 4, so he's now only 2 away from his 50 off 17 balls. Extraordinary. Samarov and again up to the crease and bowls. Short, rocks back, cracks that through the covers. Juan's after it. Oh, sliding stop, puts his body there on the line, manages to pull that up and gets the ball back in, and they've run 2. Yeah, good committed fielding there, and that's Adam's 50. 50 off of 18 balls, and a warm round of applause coming from the Madrid team and their supporters in the Woodward stand. Oh, and that was a much better ball from Maruf on a length, and Adam just comes forward and plays a lovely looking defensive shot. Pushes it out to Patrick in the covers. It's getting decidedly chilly here in the commentary box. No heating, of course. And this time it's a straighter ball and just pushed out onto the leg side. And no run. Shane comes into field. So 7 runs from that over. First over from Maruf. Just a 1-4 from a rather over pitched ball. But the rest of the over was pretty decent. So so it's going to be the Venezuelan coming on to bowl. I can't say I've ever actually seen him bowl before, so this could be interesting. Is it going to be more of a pitcher style throw, round arm, or is it going to be a straight arm? Oh, that one's very short, and that's pushed out towards mid wicket. Shane's after it. Oh, he's limping a bit, but he manages to get a foot down to it. Oh, he's got a severe limp. He's really not looking too happy at all, but he gets the ball back into the bowler. And they just took a single, so that was 1 to Galley. And Adam is back on strike. And that's a good ball. Oh, it's flipped, it's in the air. Drops short though of mid-wicket, who's coming in from the boundary to pick up. And they've run another single. Yeah, well bowled. No, oh, nutmegged with the return throw, but Maruf is backing up. But yeah, so well done to Juan, who's only switched formats from baseball to cricket this year. And he's bowling nicely, but that's pushed down the ground. There's nobody there at mid-on, because mid-on is pretty wide, and that rolls down to the boundary for 4. So a nice shot, just the ball was a bit short, and Galileo's seeing it very well, and that came off the middle of the bat very nicely. So Galileo's on 29 off 21, very respectable scoring rate. No, obviously not matching. He's faced exactly the same number of balls as Adam, who's on 51. So Maruf is coming now deeper at mid-on to where that ball would have gone. Well, the ball did go on. Oh, and that's going to be a dead ball. I think it hit the edge of the mat and ran away. So that's a bit of a let off for the bowler. But that's the rule. It hits the edge of the mat, and typically it goes shooting off in an odd direction, which means the wicketkeeper couldn't stop it. So it's deemed to be unfair on the bowling side. As in comes Juan up to the and that's short. Oh, but he hits that, smacks that through the covers. I think that's going to be 4. There's a chase on. Oh, now the fielder manages to pull it up just inside the boundary. It looks like Sam over there. Manages to fling it back in. So well done, Sam. Chase that one down. Quite a long chase across from mid-off to extra cover. And he puts both hands up in the air for the great acclaim that he's getting for chasing that. Oh, there's something going on here. Not quite sure what's what's happened. I think, is it the ball's wet? I'm not sure what's happening here. Juan's running off as if he's just been red carded. I don't know, maybe is he bleeding on the ball? Or is it a problem with the ball? I'm not sure what's going on. But the umpire's got the ball. And Juan's gone off. He's grabbed something. Looks like he's having a drink. Oh. He's gone off the field of play. No, I think that he must have a cut on his hand or something, and maybe he's bled on the ball. So the ball has been handed to Shane, who we know is carrying an injury. So he's not having his normal run up, and that one's down. That's a wide. Haven't had many wides today, but that one's down the leg side. So it looks like he's going to finish off. One's over. Oh, and that one's short, punched away. Nice pull shot, but there's a man out there on the boundary. So just a single. And it's going to be Maruf bowling the next over. So yeah, there's obviously been some injuries. It looks like he's having something done to his hand. The first aid kit's probably out, and he's getting some treatment. Well, he was bowling pretty well. And for somebody that's recently switched format, he's now coming back onto the field. But obviously that over's finished. And Maruf where's he going to position him? Shane's hobbling down here to a mid-on, about 2/3 back, and Juan has gone to mid-wicket, but inside the circle. Oh, and a good length ball there from Maruf. Gally just coming forward and pushing it back, not taking any chances, just waiting for the bad ball. Maruf in again. Again, a good length ball just pushed into the leg side. Juan's going to pick it up and field and throws it back to the keeper. Now they take a single. The temperature really seems to have dropped in the last 10 minutes. Okay, Maruf up, bowls again, and that's not going to be any run. It was nicely played, a late cut, but there's a third man halfway back. Looks like he's on the edge of the circle, and that went straight to him. And Maruf again fires that one in. Good length ball. And Adam just plays that back down the pitch. So Maruf coming up again. Fourth ball of the over. Bangs it in short. Oh, it doesn't get up though. Ooh, it went back. The ball kept low. I guess it was just drifting down leg, but that was a good shout. You know, the ball does keep low on this wicket, so there's always a chance of an LBW if you're playing back. Maruf up and bowls, fires it in. Leg side though. Not sure if that was bat or off the leg, but it's just stopped inside the boundary with a bit of footwork, and they'll come back for a second. Or was it across the boundary? There seems to be some chat about whether that's 2 or 4. No, I think it was just 2. So a very comfortable innings from the Madrid team here. That went. Oh, in fact, that last ball had crossed the boundary. Went for 4 leg byes. Oh. So I'm joined here in the commentary box by Imran.
Hi guys.
So Imran's been the pick of the Madrid bowlers so far in this tournament, and nursing an injury. What injury have you got?
Just a little hamstring there from yesterday's game against Spain, just on the field there, but feeling much better today.
Great.
What are you thinking of the match so far?
Yeah, well, it's pretty one-sided really. Barcelona looking tired by that. Ball was pushed down to long on for a single, but yeah, you're looking pretty comfortable in this game.
Yeah.
And yeah, a pretty amazing innings from Adam. This is his first match of the tournament, so being called on to step up here to see what he can do, and he's just looked very comfortable.
Yeah, he's hitting the gaps really well, and yeah, he's looking really well, and I think it's really nice having him on board today as well.
Yeah. Oh, and that wasn't such a nice looking shot. He went down, used his feet well to get to the pitch of it, but the ball wasn't quite there for the drive, so he ended up scooping it onto the leg side, and it just ran out. It was aerial for a while, which you don't often see from Adam, but yeah, it ran out to square, forward a square for just a single. So we got Galley on strike, and that's a short ball again. That's pushed into the offside, out towards extra cover, and Sam's just jogging across to pick that up, and that'll just be a single. But yeah, so there's only 6 more runs needed. Oh, and Adam, that could be caught. Yes, it is. Yeah. So, well, great innings from Adam comes to an end. He's uncharacteristic shot, really. He's maybe looking to finish that on a 6, but
that was a
hit
catch by Juan as well.
Yeah, it's a good catch by Juan.
Yeah.
Came pretty much straight to him, but you still got to hang on to it. And he did just that. So well done him, well done Barcelona. A bit of compensation there at the end. And it's going to be Joe coming into bat. Another technically very correct batter, much like Adam and Galley, who's still out there.
Just 5 more runs.
Yep. Yeah, I think I'm just overhearing some chat in the outfield, and Barcelona really, I think, relieved in many ways that they're not going to have to play another game, because half of their team, after playing 3 T20s yesterday, which was probably too much for them, they're all looking, half of them are carrying injuries. Looked like they weren't really fit enough for such an intense tournament.
No, I think having 3 matches in one day could be very intense for many of the players.
Yeah.
Especially maybe after they had a break of playing and.
Yep. Yeah, so Joe there, just watching that one bounce, going back to it, playing it back down the wicket. No need to do anything crazy.
There seems to be a bit more bounce compared to the other 2 days from the mat there today. I'm just seeing it.
Yeah, so this is, I think this is Joe's first. This is Joe's first game in the tournament.
I think so.
I think
yeah,
so, yeah.
yeah.
Oh no, he did play yesterday. No, he played yesterday. 'Cause
last game, was it?
He did that stop. He did a very good fielding at third man. Threw himself on the ground in one of the games. So no, he has been in here already. But
Starting to get a bit chilly out here today.
yeah, it is. Yeah, the temperature's really dropped. Well, the wind's got up as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, as long as it doesn't rain. So it's Maroof up, bowling again. Oh, and that's gone straight through the keeper. That's going to run away for 4.
That's a bye.
Yeah, 4 byes. You know, there's a lot of runs being conceded, behind the keeper. If it beats the keeper, then unless you've got someone really fine at third man or fine leg, that runs away for 4.
Yeah, that just leaves us 1 more run to win the game.
Yeah, we're on 100. Well, 2 to win, 1 to equal, and 2 to win. So is Gally going to manage that? It's a slower ball. Oh, and he's played it down the ground. There's going to jog through for a single. So the scores are now level.
Is it? I thought.
And we're in the 10th over, I think. Yep, scores are level.
Yeah, I think going with the confidence to the next match after this win is going to be very, very important for the team in general moving forward.
Yeah, the next match is going to be a lot harder. Oh, and that's it.
Just a finishing on the wide.
It's a wide. Oh, that's was a slightly disappointing way to end the match on an extra, but there it is. So, big thanks to Barcelona for making the effort to come over to play in this tournament. Much appreciated. And well done, Madrid. And the next game up will be Madrid against Hackney Flashman, and that will be a much bigger challenge for the Madrid boys.
Yeah,
so we'll be back later.
Yeah,
thank you.
Thanks.
Second eliminator. Are you playing? Or no?
No. I've got my kit in the car just in case. I don't think I'll be needed.